Do you know why Allah allowed the shaitan to remain on earth and tarry freely among us? What is the hikmah why Allah Ta'ala allows the shaitan to live freely among us, tempting us? Have you ever lifted weights? The heavier the weights, the stronger your muscles become. Isn't that so? You're resisting the weights, so your muscles become strong. So when the shaitan is on earth, tempting you to drink alcohol, tempting you to bet on the national lottery, just £1 you can become a millionaire, and you resist, you resist, you resist. Tempting you to go to the brothel, tempting you to rent porn magazines and videos and look at, tempting you to go to the pub and drink alcohol, tempting you to cheat on your wife, and you resist all these temptations. The more you resist these temptations, the stronger you grow in Iman. It's called resisting to exist. Resist to exist. So each time you resist the temptation of the shaitan, you grow in Iman. So you'll find that a Muslim who comes from a Muslim country and he doesn't have these temptations, and he comes in Heathrow and he looks and he sees dirty magazines, it knocks him off his feet. He can't handle it. But you living in this country, you can easily resist these things because you have already conquered your nafs. Where those filthy things are concerned, you have already conquered your nafs where these things are concerned. It's like we had a conference in Barbados. But Barbados is like Jamaica, and you know the shaitan, he goes to Jamaica for his holiday. Regular sunsplash. And in those beaches, the women, they go topless. The women, they go topless on these beaches. So we had an Islamic conference in Barbados, and we had people from Muslim countries, and they were driving, and the beach is exactly beside the roadside. They were driving in their cars, and when they saw the plight of the beach, they said, "Please, brothers, take me out of here. Please, brothers, take me out of here." They could not handle the situation. Now, it's good that they had the Iman to resist what they saw, because normally people coming from Muslim countries, seeing these things, it knocked them off their feet. So the hikmah why Allah allows the shaitan to live among you, tempting you every day, is that when you resist him, the more you resist his temptations, the more you grow in Iman. Resisting to exist. And when you fight the jihad against his henchmen, even though you were small in number, you defeated them. When you see the miracles on the battlefield, you grow in Iman. So this is the hikmah why Allah allowed him to tarry among us. The last chapter. Evidences to prove when a person is a hypocrite and he is not practicing Wara wal Bara. The signs is that he imitates the kafirs. So he tries to walk like them, he talks like them. He tries to dress like them. So can you imagine a person who dresses like a kafir, and the Rasul said, "Man tashabbaha biqawmin fahuwa minhum." Anyone who imitates a people become one of them. So can you imagine the plight of a person who comes in this country and wears a cross around his neck? If you imitate a people, you will become one of them. Imitating them means you celebrate their holidays, Christmas, Diwali, and Easter, Valentine. You write love letters to girls on the 14th of February, Valentine card, Christmas cards, and all these rubbish. To celebrate their occasions mean you are not practicing Wara wal Bara, and you have become one of them. And Abu Hanifa rahimahullah said, if you give away an egg to the fire worshipper when he is having his celebration, you become a kafir. To live in their country without a valid reason, and the valid reasons are 5. To give dawah, because if you don't give dawah in Darul Harb, you shall receive dawah. Secondly, you are seeking knowledge, strategic knowledge. The third, to wage jihad, and that includes spying on them. The fourth, to trade, and the fifth, to receive medical attention, which cannot be obtained in Muslim land. These are the 5 reasons you are allowed to be in Darul Kufr. Many tabi'i, children of the Sahabas, who lived in Makkah and Medina, made dua and wished to Allah that they never come face to face with a kafir except on the battlefield to kill him. many Sahabas, Tabi'i, who lived in Medina, Mecca and Medina, made dua and wished that they'd never come face to face with a kafir except on the battlefield to kill him. In this country, every time a kafir look in your face and smile with you, it takes away some of your iman. It is called lowering the threshold. A kafir working with you, smiling with you, after sometimes you don't see the person as enemy anymore. Every time a kafir look in the face of you, the Muslim, and give you a warm smile, it takes away some of your iman, and after some time elapsed, you no longer see that person as an enemy of Allah or His Messenger, much less an enemy of the Muslims. And many Muslims, they do not make jihad. They can't fight jihad. How can they kill the kafir? They can't, because they do not see the kafir as his enemy in the first place. So if they don't see the kafir as his enemy, how on earth will he make jihad? It's impossible. So before you make jihad, you have to have in your heart the quality, the tenet of Wara wal Bara. Another sign proving to you that a person is a hypocrite and he doesn't practice Wara wal Bara is that he subscribe to kafir programs. Many Muslims, they rent Indian films. Many Muslims rent Indian films. Now these Indian films, when you rent it, the revenue, where does it go? To India. So this wealth is being used to supply the Hindu army to kill and rape Muslims in Kashmir. So every time you rent an Indian film, you are contributing to the death of your Muslim brothers and sisters in Kashmir. So when you rent an Indian film, meaning you have nullified your Wara wal Bara because you are contributing to the Hindu Indian army. Another sign proving to you that a person is a hypocrite and they do not practice Wara wal Bara is that they join the army of the Kafirs and fight in their army. And anybody who is in the Kafir army should be killed as a Kafir. And we have said that many times before. I don't have time to go into that. Another sign proving to you that a person is a hypocrite and he doesn't practice Wara wal Bara is that he gives his children Kafir names. Sandra, Diana. There's a Muslim girl, I saw her in the West and I asked her, what's your name? Diana. So, sister, do you know what that means? The Greece goddess of what? Of love. This girl is coming from Lebanon and her name is Diana. I said, sister, your name means the Greece goddess of love. When George Bush retrieved Kuwait from Saddam, thousands of Kuwaiti women called their children George Bush. Thousands. And then the Jordanians, the Palestinians who are living in Jordan, they have the reaction. So thousands of Palestinian children have the name Saddam. So for every action there's a reaction. So the Kuwaitis call their children George Bush. The Jordanians, the Palestinians living in Jordan say, okay, you call their children George Bush, we call our children Saddam.